In real time, look at the weather outside right now. Don't put away your snow boots just yet. And Rob, why is that? Are we getting a little snow on the way?
Yeah, I feel like I need a mental health day trying to pour over all this new data that's been coming in. You know, it's been an interesting storm to forecast. Now, tonight, we're just going to be dealing with some lake effect snow. That shouldn't cause much in the way of any accumulation, although a little dusting for some locations on the north side of the city, or perhaps even into Lake County is possible. But it's the next 2 days that really outline this, what is going to be a winter storm farther to the south, but for us, which is just going to be more of a nuisance snow late tomorrow night. By the way, this 1 to 2 inches by morning is not tomorrow morning. That would be by Thursday morning. We could see 1 to 2. And then when you look to Thursday, this is when we could see an additional 1 to 2 inches. And why do I say I need a mental health day after looking at all this? Well, because the system is just now getting started, and every new bit of data that comes in, we talk about the computer models, a lot of them for this system have been back and forth, up and down. And you really have to sort through a lot of that noise in the data to come up with a forecast that I think has been pretty good so far. Let's talk about what happens with this. Winter storm warnings are posted there, but we don't have the winter storm warnings, or at this point, even winter weather advisories for Chicago. We do, however, have that lakeshore flood advisory that's going to stay in place overnight as those waves begin to subside. We do think those waves are going to be coming down. We're currently sitting below freezing for most of you, not for all of you, so we have the cold air in place. Those winds will be coming down a bit, but they're still supplying enough colder air that by the time this system kind of sets in tomorrow, temperatures will have started into the 20s, and that lake effect snow could also, or at least lake enhancement to some of the snow, could have an impact on this next system that arrives. So most of your day tomorrow, you don't have to deal with the snow. That's a bit of good news. Includes your morning commute, although a little lake effect could be possible. It's the evening that we expect that snow to set in, and I'll show it to you on satellite and radar tracker yet again. Now here's 5 or 6. The models had been back and forth on whether this is going to be arriving, and I still think the better chance is going to be for Northwest Indiana to have to deal with this during the latter half of the commute. So watch for that. But I think also these are the locations that are going to have to deal with the possibility of some higher accumulations. One of the reasons why, and one of the reasons why I think the models have been all over the place, is because the lake is relatively warm, even for this time of year. We have less than 5% coverage of the lake ice here. That's enough that the lake could be picking up some additional moisture, and we may be adding to some lake enhancement. Notice the model is picking it up now for early Thursday morning, and some of the models are really ramping that up into Thursday afternoon. This newer model run, maybe not so much. So here's what we've put together for our snowfall forecast, and I haven't changed this in quite a while. 1 to 3 inches I still think is a good number for most of the city, although the higher amounts could be farther to the south and east, and the better chance is going to be there for some locations to pick up more than 3 inches. Once you go north from there, around an inch. And like I said, kind of sorting through all the data has been problematic. Most of the models showing that we'll see that amount. You go to some of the other models and they pretty much show the same thing. The very popular European model also kind of showing the same thing, but you've got some outliers. And one of the things I've noticed in some of these newer models that are putting in some higher values, by the way, is I think they are enhancing some of the numbers right along the lake, saying that, yeah, I think some lake enhancement is going to kick in, and that means that we could see some additional snow from some lake enhancement late Thursday, maybe even into Friday morning. And that's why I'm going to leave it with flurries there, but watch for that. We'll have to reevaluate that as some new data comes in. Otherwise, it's temperatures in the 30s, a break from the snow Friday night into Saturday. We bring back some evening mix on Sunday.
All right. Thank you, Rob.